But yeah, I'm looking forward to the guy adding smaller plots because I tried to use the mod in Hangman's Alley, which is virtually impossible. It is so hard to use the mod in Hangman's Alley. There's just no space. I mean, I did manage to do it. I squeezed in some buildings, but I'm just going to tear it down in Hangman's Alley and redo it because it's just too small. I think I managed to get 3 houses by building multiple platform layers, and I managed to get 2 farms, and that was it. I never got to play. I never played New Vegas. I want to, and I think I'm probably going to pick it up at some point. I'm just so busy with everything right now. Oh, I like this one. This is one of the interesting level 3 houses over here. This guy's clearly afraid of the dark. With his searchlights on the roof. I love it. Right. There we are. A bit of construction going on here. Let's not...
You know what I call a good day? One that ends with having an empty stomach.
Right.
This is a pleasant change.
I was on his he's opened a website. He's got a website now with forums, and I was on there, and the guy is literally just doing this because he loves the game. He's not doing it, you know, to make money or anything. He's doing it because he just wants to improve the game. And I have a massive respect for him for that. I think that's brilliant. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing where it goes. I mean, I love this game. This game is hilarious fun, and I think a lot of people love it. I just think there was a lot of things in it that were disappointing that had the potential to be much better. Yeah, I saw the salvage beacons. Yeah, he did. Yeah, those are his. They look great fun. I think he's also planning to add other plots to this mod. He's adding what are they called? I think he's adding the salvage beacons to this mod or something similar. He's also adding a tech tree that your settlers can unlock as your settlement advances. You'll have new items and objects you can use that are specifically designed to help the settlement. He's also adding defensive plots, so you can have like an armory where settlers will store weapons and things like that. He's planning to do a lot of things that sound really good, but should have been there when the game first launched. I certainly hope if we get a Fallout 5 anytime soon that they take note and do a bit more work on the settlement system. I completely agree.
I can hear myself thinking.
Guy's brilliant. It's nice to see someone with skill and passion going nuts over this, because it was one of the most disappointing aspects of the game when it launched, and I think a lot of people felt that. I mean, my first playthrough was amazingly good fun, but then it was like, right, now what do I do? Because I've got these settlements, and it's like, oh, you've done it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of that going around at the moment in the industry, I feel. People, especially devs, convinced that they know what their fans want and just not listening to people. I don't know whether it's intentional or whether it's a case of they've just given up because they want to appeal to a mass market, but they're kind of forgetting who their fan base is. So when, you know, the hardcore Fallout fans say we want an RPG as in-depth as 1 and 2, and I assume New Vegas, because New Vegas seems to get good reviews. But we also, if you want to add these extra things, these extra aspects to the game, like settlements, fine, but make it work. Why am I picking up caps individually? It's a real mistake. I think it's genuine tragedy that they would ignore this. But then, do we think they are? This might be just me tinfoiling it. Is it possible that they are just assuming that if they put the bare bones in, the community will fill the gaps? Do you think that's a possibility? Because the mod system certainly allows us to fill the gaps, but do we think that's intentional? Do you know, I've been trying to build a minigun here for ages, and this minigun is taking so many materials, and I still haven't got one. Oil gear springs. That's a real shame. I think that's really sad that they would just give up and end up relying on the community to do the work for them. And it doesn't work. Clearly. Because they release an unfinished game and everyone goes, nah, not liking this. What's this? Just storing random stuff to get out of my inventory now. 1, 2, 3, red lens. Yeah. I'll just sell these at some point. How's my inventory looking now? It's a bit healthier. Come on, guy. Build a minigun. Yeah. No, it's again. This seems to be a theme with developers at the moment. A lot of games are coming out that are being pushed to a wider market, and they're losing the focus that got them their fans in the first place. And as a result, you get issues. Oh look, there you go, look, people using the liquor store, just having a chat and a drink at the bar. Yeah, I mean that is an example of this sort of attitude of we know our community better than they know themselves. And I'm sure it's down to them wanting to appeal to a larger market. They're just a bit lazy at it. I mean, look at this, look at it, look at the pathing here. How did he get in there? Never mind why. How? Yep, exactly. To be fair to Bethesda, it's a difficult balance to strike because you want something that's challenging, but you don't want it to be a job. But at the same time, it's got to be a challenge. But their problem is, I think, they kind of lost track of how to make something a challenge without making it boring. They just left... I don't need plastic for any of this stuff. There we go. They just sort of decided, alright, well, they're asking for a more difficult game mode. We'll just make everything more grindy. That's not what you do. Add some interesting mechanics. Change mob resistances. Put trick fights, you know, where you have to use specific tactics, or you have to use a particular weapon or approach to take down a specific bad guy. Tweak the AI a bit, make it less stupid. But all of that increases immersion. If you go up against a Deathclaw, and this particular Deathclaw happens to have evolved a resistance to energy weapons because of its chameleon abilities, its skin has become more refractive. You know, and you go wading in with a lasgun. There's a lore reason, there's a background reason, there's an immersive reason for that Deathclaw to be more difficult to fight, because the bloody thing just ignores laser weaponry. You have to resort to something else. You know, the little things they could have done to just add a bit of a challenge, but keep it immersed in the game. There's ways it could have been done. I mean, and that isn't even particularly difficult. I mean, as a simple example, I know it's a crappy example, but as a simple example, how hard is it to tweak the resistance profile of a mob in the game? It's easy. The modders are doing it. Alright, I'm not going to lie, programming AI for, you know, something this complex is not straightforward, but there are some glaringly obvious screw-ups. Yeah, exactly. It's an easy fix. It's an easy thing to do, and it would have made things... It's not the be-all and end-all, but it would have just added that extra layer of strategic thinking, a little bit of tactics, a little bit of, you know, immersive approach. I mean, we're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. You could have got away with so much. The companion AI is so bad. They are so poor at the job. It's hit and miss. I gave McCready a switchblade the other day, and he went ham and murdered like 15 feral ghouls just by himself while I watched in awe. I give him his sniper rifle, and the guy can't hit the broadside of a barn, and he's meant to be the sniping companion. You know, why can't he change weapons intelligently? Why is it so freaking hit and miss? If I give him a ranged weapon and a close combat weapon, why does he keep trying to use a sniper rifle in close combat? You know, some people say they will change weapons automatically, some people say they won't. It is so random. Why? Oh my god, I've got about 40 teddy bears. It's all fast. So the manufacturing facilities here are underway. They're trundling along. I don't take the 308s. I'm building miniguns to give to my settlers because they're ridiculously funny. Watching people attack the settlement and get face planted by miniguns is brilliant. Right. So link it. I'll have a look. More than happy to have a giggle. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to the castle and check out what's going on with Preston and the lads. Ooh. Yeah, the castle is basically loaded for bear right now. I don't think I blocked it. Hang on, let me check. Mod tools, followers, chat, hide chat, pop out timestamps. No, it should just let you link. Yeah, there you go. It linked. Let's have a look. While I'm there, I'll throw you a follow. That seems fair. There we go. Oh, you've got subtitles on. Fantastic. I'm going to watch it muted because I'm still getting that stupid looping sound business. It drives me crazy.
Leave the bath for a week after we get out of here.
So this is me trying to use the Sim Settlement mods in the castle. And again, it's a space issue more than anything. You've got to find places for the housing plots because of their size. We just need to shrink them down a bit. Oh, Brother Thomas.
The Brotherhood behind us.
I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry. Can't remember the last time
I hate that guy.